Gary Lamm, Mania, 49ers, Eagles postgame live. Whole week, I sure will. The game's not over, but it's 42-19. 49ers leading the Eagles. And I'm going to tell you what. We're going live. I think it's Maverick. I think it's a foolish move, Maverick. Hit him in the head. Like, this game is over. 42-19. This is some macho bullshit, which you expect from a player, but a coach or a corner man, you're there to protect your players. It's foolishness to have Jalen Hurts on the field right now. Doesn't make any damn sense. He almost got set. Now, Jalen Hurts is a warrior right now. Rolling left. Nobody's open. Who the hell's 35? It's Scott. Forgot Scott. I think this is foolishness to have Jalen Hurts out there. We're talking about fantasy numbers. It's a fantasy to believe. Also talking about fantasy numbers. It's a fantasy to believe that you have a chance in this game. You're down 42-19. It's up to coaches to protect players from themselves. You'd expect a warrior like Jalen Hurts to go down and quit and surrender? Hell no. He might, if they're talking about concussions, Bosa just missed a sack right there. You can't expect a guy like Jalen Hurts to quit. Okay, the guys in their right mind, the coaches, the people on the sideline, they need to make decisions to protect their players. 49ers up 42-19. Fourth quarter, 3 minutes, 10 seconds left to go. Eagles 2nd and 4 inside 49ers territory. The Eagles never quit. I give them credit for that. Anyway. Gary Lamm, Minute Mania at Nick's Rockaway Beach, Pacific, California. The party's over. I just want to be clear. The San Francisco 49ers, if you can hear me out there, as much as you can, San Francisco to Philadelphia, East Coast, West Coast to East Coast game, the 49ers have had the advantage. Instead of a 10 a.m. start, it's a 1:25 start. Okay, that's normal for a West Coast team. Instead of rain, hey, it's misty. It looks like Gotham City out there. It looks eerie out in Philadelphia. But it was dry. Oh! My goodness, Timo Lenore with a hit! Boom shakalaka. My man Swift you got the hit stick, baby. Ouch! Oh my goodness, Timo Lenore! Ooh! He did. Sorry, brother. I just need my buddy next to me. All right, that's too many of these and whatever going on, right? But like I said, the 49ers need thump in that secondary. As much as Timo Lenore deserves that outside, as far as a work, he deserves that outside corner. He worked for it, but that nickel is made for him. He's a little stout. He hits hard. He's got an attitude, and he's knocked the shit out of number 0 Swift, their running back. Yikes! And this is on the coach of the Eagles. You got to protect players from yourself, Mav. Thanks for turning me in. If you're watching the 49ers Eagles, the 49ers still can't say, oh, we got him. Number 93. Yeah, there you go. I don't even, who the hell's 93? 93 gets a sack. But I want to give shout outs. It was Davis. Davis hasn't got a lot of play time, and this is great. I love when this is 80s 49er and old school 80s beatdown. So the 49ers kick ass early, and no one you know is playing in the fourth quarter. That's how I like it. And this is how it might have to be, because as good as the 49ers are, as good as Kyle Shanahan is, as good as tremendous as the talent is, they don't play close games. They're bullies, and when someone stands up to them in a close game, they haven't proven they could win that game yet. But you know what? They're so damn good. it may not matter. This Devontae Smith, 165 pounds out of the fighting city of Philadelphia. This guy's like Roy Jones. This guy's wiry strong. He's punking dudes in the end zone. I like Philly. I like A.J. Brown. I like Jalen Hurts. We got Sam Darnold in the game. This is what I grew up watching when Montana and Young were out of the game in their baseball caps. This is an 80s style winner sit down where the post-game show is while the game is still going on. Okay. Very impressive by the 49ers, but I want to emphasize this. The 49ers played on Thursday, and the Eagles played on Sunday. A hell of a game against the Chiefs 2 weeks ago, and 90 snaps for the defense against the Bills, who were playing for their lives a week ago. So, John Lynch is out here, so am I. I like how John Lynch dresses, by the way. So I don't want to get too overconfident. You got a rested bully-ass team like the 49ers against a tired team like the Eagles. Don't discount that. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. The rest is a big deal in football. You saw what happened to the 49ers against the Cleveland Browns, and it took them like 2 or 3 weeks to recover. What the 49ers needed to deliver today, despite everything I just said, the 49ers went from West Coast to East Coast to take on the number 1 team in the league, a team who's not afraid of them, a team with tough guys, a team with Super Bowl experience, a quarterback who will not quit with a history of comebacks. They won the game. I want to give a quick shout out to Eric Armstead and Javon Kinlaw. I don't know what the sack numbers are, but neither of them got a sack. Kinlaw hasn't had a sack since 2020. But the interior line, defensive line of the 49ers delivered Kinlaw and Armstead. Tremendous. Bosa and Chase Young, look at left tackle of the Eagles, tremendous. That was a hell of a battle watching what the 49ers did for the most part. They didn't let Hurts run wild, which is if you're a 49er fan. Since Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson, we have not fucking stopped a running quarterback. And today, we didn't completely stop Jalen Hurts. He's a tough guy. Big game by A.J. Brown, but it didn't break our backs. So great job, Steve Wilks. He got on the field. He babied the bullies like all bullies need. They need their mama when they get a hangnail. Okay, Steve Wilks is doing a great job with our defensive backs, evidenced by Ambry Thomas. Look at A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. They are top-notch dudes, man. Their numbers were good, but for the most part, when it came down to the clutch, big plays by Ward, Tavarius Ward, Timo Lenore, tremendous in the slot. He deserves the outside corner, but you know what? He's a team guy, and he's that dude in the nickel DB. That's a linebacker, and Lenore's quick. He's mean. He likes to hit dudes. Knocked the shit out of Swift, the running back of the Eagles. Great job. And Ambry Thomas. Ambry Thomas is a prototype 49er defensive back as far as physical abilities. 4'4", 40 flat, 6 foot length. He wants to play press man. Inconsistent. Steve Wilks has made him better. Steve Wilks has made individually each defensive back better for the 49ers. Right? Great job. Alright, let's go. Who's out there? My man, wait. Is that Mason out there? I thought Mason had a hamstring. JP Mason out there. This guy's like the Loch Ness Monster. He's a legend, but does he really exist? Does he really exist? Right. If you're just joining, Gary Lamm at Mania, 49er Eagle post-game show, but this is like an old school 80s beatdown where the 49ers kick ass, bring in the Scrabinos before the game's even over. All right, this is about to be victory, Neil. Thank you for joining me. I know you want to hear the post-game interviews. I know you want to see the mainstream shit, but this is the underground. This is that real shit. Well, I'm going to keep it real. 49ers kicked ass because they're better, but here's where they could have fucked it all up. If you watch the first quarter, I love Kyle Shanahan. I'll never say, I'm the kind of person who's like, you did good for me, I love you, bro. But I'm going to tell you the truth where you fucked up. Where they fucked up was the first quarter. And all that tricky shit. You got the fucking #1 running back in the game. Top left tackle, maybe in the history of football. Top 5. This guy's fucking good, Trent Williams. Motherfucker survived cancer. The rest are mids to Scrabinos to just too small. First 2 possessions in the first quarter, 0 for 6 for using your fucking brain. Getting Brock Purdy, who's supposed to be a system fucking quarterback. I never want to hear that shit again. Didn't run left behind Trent Williams when we're one of the only teams with a fullback with fucking juice. You got a tremendous blocking tight end with Kittle. You don't fucking run left outside when you're out fucking manned by Davis and Carter in the middle. Your offensive line is lightweight. First of all, Burford, I like Burford, he's the future, but John Feliciano, maybe he needs to start, all right? But fuck it, the Niners won, whatever. But not till the second quarter with 9:30 left do you run left with the fucking #1 running back in the game who just crossed 1,000. Congratulations, McCaffrey, all right? Despite all that shit, despite fucking -6 yards in the first quarter, you beat the shit out of a 10-1 team. All right? When the 49ers are rested and you're tired, they are bullies. They almost fucked it up. It is what I don't give a fuck. You go on the road, West Coast to East Coast, in a big-ass game, all the credit. And I'm never a fire Kyle Shanahan guy, but he has a history of doing stupid ass shit in big games and getting too fancy. Run fucking left, bro. It's like all right. But okay, that's a negative on offense. But the positive is, there's no fucking world where you in the first 2 possessions where you should go 2nd and 12 ever. What the fuck were we doing, right? We still fucking won. And I said this before and I'll say it again. If the 49ers lose the Super Bowl, it's because of Kyle Shanahan doing shit like that. I'm not discounting the positive. I love you, Kyle. Our offense was shit without you. Our whole organization was a piece of shit without you after Harbaugh. All right, I love you, man. I'm going to keep you. You're toxic, but I love you. And I love you. That's all. That's all it is. I'll keep the good. But if we win, it's because of Brock Purdy overcoming your...
Perfect time for them to hit Philadelphia.
We made a comeback. Howie Long said it was a perfect time to hit Philadelphia. As far as a West Coast to East Coast road game, it didn't rain. 49ers had rest. 125 started to the 10 o'clock start. Great for the 49ers, but you had to fucking win and deliver. Brock was down, and he didn't turn the ball over. He made plays, and as the game went on, the Eagles looked tired. You know, hey, A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, those are bosses. Jalen Hurts, bosses. They're going to do their thing. They're going to do their thing. But the 49ers did their thing. They beat the shit out of the rest of the team. And he handled business, right? So, okay. Other positive, 49ers did a great job. Their nemesis has been stopping the running quarterback. They did that pretty good. Stopping number of receivers. A.J. Brown went off, but no touchdowns. Devontae Smith, that's a good fucking player. But the DBs were really good. Okay. Where the secondary wasn't great, Jair Brown coming in for Talanoa Hufanga. Look he's a rookie. He hasn't played the whole first half. He missed a couple tackles early. It's going to take him a while to get in the rhythm. It is what it is. You got a rookie safety. It is what it is.
That's what it takes.
Hey, you know what? We fucking 49ers kick ass. Gary Lamm made it in Mania. The 49ers are right there. They have a real shot. They're going to need help to get the number 1 seed. It'd be nice. It'd be nice. And you can say that regular season doesn't matter. Many reasons why the Eagles were tired. And that's true. But in your head, you know because you did it. You could go to Philadelphia and win. And now, what the 49ers got to do what they haven't always done. The 49ers are bullies, they're little babies. Sometimes they take their fucking foot off the gas pedal, especially early. But down the stretch, the 49ers kick ass and run the table. So the 49ers handle their business. They need help. They could end up having the number 1 seed and having the playoffs go through Levi Stadium and maybe outside of Philadelphia. Outside of Philadelphia, they have, it's like the 49ers take the house and paint on the road. So this is a hell of a game. This is a game I kind of like. Hey, who doesn't like the comebacks? But fuck wait, one more point. Dre Greenlaw. He's the Draymond Green of the 49ers. We need this guy to stir the shit up, but he's also fucking shit up. He suplexed the guy and then hit the head of security of the Eagles and popped him in the face. I fucking love that guy. But he's like a toxic girlfriend who's hot. But what the fuck? You can't live with him. You can't live without him. And what the fuck you to say with that guy? He's the one who's gonna like stir the shit up. He's the one of the foot. Like Bosa and Warner, they're too smart to do stupid shit. They know they need to be there. They know their importance. Greenlaw doesn't know how important he is. He's fucking wild, and we need that wild on the defense. So I just hope he's not suspended for hitting a civilian. That civilian his ass shouldn't have been out there anyway. I don't know what the hell's gonna happen. I hope he's not suspended for the season because without Azeez Al-Shaair, it is a major step down. And Fred Warner's too smart to go buck wild and hit like Dre Greenlaw because he knows Fred Warner's really smart. He's too smart for his own. He's too smart to do something stupid where he's gonna, he'll make a business decision before he has to be out because he knows he's the guy with the green dot. He's the guy who's he knows he's the best in coverage. He knows like the 49ers have a strong front 4 or front 5, whatever the hell they're doing right now. He knows that he has to, whatever game plan they have, he is a link between the fucking back end and the middle. So, he needs Greenlaw to be the hitter. He's like a mafia boss who needs a fucking hitman, and Greenlaw is a hitman, and you don't want Greenlaw going doing any time. It weakens the team. But the way the Niners are going, they may not need him as long as we have him to the playoffs. All right. I'm gonna let you enjoy whatever these other jabronis are doing. But Gary Lamm in the underground. Gary Lamm in Mania. 49ers Eagles halftime live. I didn't want to jinx it, but we all thought about this. The 49ers were set up to have an ass-kicking game as long as they didn't fuck shit up, which they did. They fucked shit up early. Shanahan did what I thought he was going to do. But eventually he listened to me and other he listened to Grant Coe. He listened to people that run fucking McCaffrey left. And as much as McCaffrey should be an MVP, as much as maybe Brock Purdy. He's not a sitting quarterback. He's a baller. Maybe Trent Williams deserves to be named to the MVP. We'll talk about that later. Watch out for likes and dislikes. Eagles 49ers this week, and watch for what you watch for the next game against the Seahawks. The 49ers, they're not in the driver's seat, but damn it, again, Gary Lamm made it at Mania. Whole question today. If there's a rival for the 49ers outside the division, it's the Cowboys. Are you not cheering for the Cowboys? And Dak Prescott, he's like a Jimmy Garoppolo. Are you cheering for Dallas against the Eagles? It's fucking something. I mean, I don't. A lot of you guys hate the Seahawks and the Rams, but I don't fucking sweat them. I don't sweat that lightweight. So a lot of you guys are hardcore, but I sweat motherfuckers who can actually beat me, and the Eagles are one of them. So I'm honestly, I don't. Unless the Niners fuck shit up. Another thing, 49ers still. Hassan Reddick had a good game. When the fuck are we gonna game plan for him? We shut down fucking Micah Parsons all the time because we're prepared. We're too fucking egotistical. We're too big bullies, and we get hit in the mouth sometimes. Sometimes we fuck shit up. All right, but when we're ready for somebody, we're unstoppable. Anyway, Gary Lamm, NFL Mania. And again, I give myself MVP because I went to church today. I didn't even do a pregame show. Anyway, I'm a big hypocrite, but anyway, I keep it real, I keep it clean. God bless you, keep it real, keep it clean. Gary Lamm, NFL Mania. Watch for likes and dislikes. What to watch for? Bang, bang, 90. Let's go.